Alrighty. My name is Ameryllis Porter. I am 15 years old. Today is Monday, February 1st, 2021. I
Right.
am recording this interview in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm speaking with Deacon Gloria Lee. This is an interview for Solos from the Choir, a Boston Black Church Oral History Project.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, which is
Okay.
a town over from Boston.
Yeah. Alrighty. Who was the first person that brought you to church?
My mother, Abney Bourne, who is still alive at 101 years old. You're frozen again. Hello? Hello, you're frozen. Hello?
Hi. Sorry, you just froze and I
Yeah,
couldn't
you
hear.
just froze too. What's going on?
I don't know. Sorry. Could you repeat what you said?
Okay, so my mother is the first one who brought me to church in Cambridge, and I think I was 8 years old, and my mother's 101, and she's still
Oh
alive.
my gosh. Oh, that's so great. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Alrighty. What church do you attend currently?
Greater Framingham Community Church in Framingham, Massachusetts.
Awesome. Love to hear it. And how long have you attended this church?
Since 2001, so it's 20 years.
Nice. Can you share your conversion experience or a story about how you came to faith?
Well, I was 13 years old, and all my friends were saying, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to get baptized." And some of us said no, because that means we have to stop being bad and be good. We didn't want to do that because we wanted to have fun. So then we all said, "Well, this is getting ridiculous. We're getting older now. We have to like be serious." So we decided to go up when the invitation was given, and we did. And some of us got baptized and some of us didn't. I got baptized, and I got baptized by this minister. His name was Reverend McKissick, and his brothers were all in the civil rights movement and stuff like that. So got baptized by somebody semi-famous. So
Oh, that's so
I
cool.
was 13. You froze again. Oh.
So is yours, but I can still hear you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, there we go. I think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, what role has the church played in your life?
Really kind of a big role because I was when I read the question, I said, "Well, who are my friends? Where did I meet them?" So I think I've met a third of my friends just from like the community, a third at work, and a third at church. So a lot of my friends, my social events, and have been from the church. And then when you're going through like bereavement or happy sad times and sad times, people from church always call you up. So it's played a big role in my life.
Okay,
Different events I
alrighty.
go to, church events or whatever.
Yeah, good answer. Okay. How would you describe your relationship with your pastor?
Okay. So Reverend Lloyd's a really super friendly person and really down to earth. So I think it's good. I respect him. He respects me. In fact, I was at church on Sunday because it's my Sunday to read the scripture for the month of February. So I went there to practice and I asked him how he was doing. And he thought for a while. He just didn't answer me right away. He, gave me a thoughtful answer and said he was doing okay. And I said, "Are you sure? Because you were sitting down last Sunday." So, anyways, I think it's respectful both ways, and I think it's a good relationship.
Alrighty, that's so good to hear. Next question. What kind of relationship has your church had with the broader Black community over the years?
Well, Reverend Lloyd's been very interested and very involved in the Black community here in Framingham, and he's had like community meetings and invited different politicians to come to the church, and I'll go and hear what they have to say. So, and he's on the Framingham clergy council and all that. So our church is really involved in the Black community. Sometimes he has voter registration. People come and talk to us. Um, the last Black mayor, not governor of Massachusetts, Deval Patrick, came to the church. Sometimes you'll see the mayor of Cambridge, who's a Black woman, sitting up in church. So it's it's been very involved in the Black community, GFCC.
Okay, okay. Um, what is one of your favorite memories of your church?
Um, the present church, or when I was a child?
You can say both.
Okay, so my favorite memories of my church when I was a teenager was, I don't remember the year, but I think I was like 12, 13, 14, whatever. Um, they had this protest down south, and I have cousins who live in the south, and they all stayed out of church that Sunday, and they went to church and learned about Black history. So we did the same thing in Boston, in Cambridge. So that was like I felt like I was with my cousins, and we called it Freedom Stay Out Day. And everybody stayed out of church, and they went to learn about the civil rights movement in church. So that was like really highlight. And then for the present church where I am right now, um, it's not really a church event, but we have this big backyard, and we invite everybody in the church to our backyard for a picnic. So everybody comes and everybody has a good time. So if it's not church related, but it's everybody from the church. So it wasn't a church event, but it turned into one.
Oh, that's very nice. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, in what ways do you observe your church?
Yes, you froze. I know what the question says. In what ways do you observe your church being distinct or similar to other churches? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why we freeze. I guess everybody in the whole world's on Zoom, probably. What
Yeah.
ways do you observe your church being distinct or similar to other churches? Um, I think that we're similar. Well, we're similar to a lot of larger Black churches. I wouldn't call our church large because we're kind of small. We have 400 something families. That's not very large, but I think it's similar because it's supportive and everybody likes everybody and everybody's a big family. I think it's different because I feel like people are really, really super genuinely friendly there. And, of course, some people have their attitudes, but I don't know who they are. So anyway,
Mhm.
and I think that we're similar because the pastor is all involved with, young people in the community and things like that. So I think that makes us similar.
All right. Can you share an important moment that helped shape your identity as a Black person?
You mean in the church or just period?
Um, I think it's just in general,
Period.
really. Yeah.
A moment that helped shape my identity as a Black person. Well, I never knew a moment that didn't. I felt like my whole life did. Gosh, I mean, my life could be divided when I was younger, when I was like growing up, and then when I was older. Um, I don't know. When I was in college, um, I can tell you what my professor told me that made me so mad, that made me go get the 7 other Black people on campus together, with a lot of us. He said that I had no history, and everybody in Africa lived in huts and they didn't know what they were doing. So that got me so mad because I knew it wasn't true. I went and got my friends, and I went and I told him off in a college nice way. But he didn't like it, but tough on him. And another moment that shaped my identity, Well, I was a teacher for a long time, and then I became a principal. And when I was a teacher, um, when February came, like nobody in the school did anything about Black history, and I thought that was ridiculous. So I taught the entire district Black history. I wrote the curriculum, and I had all the other schools in the district come to my school, and we all learned Black history for the month. And I made the kids do book reports and make puppets and everything. And so, I mean, I wasn't like trying to show off. It was just normal for me, to have
Yeah.
to learn Black history. And so I did it, and I wouldn't do it for accolades. I did it because I thought the kids should know. And then years later, my students would come up to me and say, "You taught us this or that or this," and I felt like really proud. So,
That's so great. That's so great. Alrighty. I think this is the last question for today.
okay, okay.
And it is, can you share a story when your faith gave you the courage to speak out against injustice?
Okay, I think that well, there's 100 reasons, hundreds of them, but I'll give you the most recent one. I just really know, no, I don't believe, I know that God loves individual and he cares about people and families and children, and he doesn't want people to be mean to each other and call each other names. I mean, I don't believe it. I know it. So when this summer, when people were discovering, I don't know where they'd been all their lives, that we've been treated unfairly, I I joined a march in Wayland. It was called Black Lives Matter, but I always knew my life mattered. But I joined the march, and then I also joined it on in Framingham because the Black Student Union at Framingham High School, the leader of it was a student who I tutored. And so I did it to support her, also to let her know that, there were Black people who were older who were, supporting her. And so I went down there and she was so glad to see me. And I brought my husband with me. And then I saw some Black people from the church down there. And so, and then and then I felt like talking. So I just told some people about some relatives of mine who were killed way before um, cameras on your phone. They were killed, and nothing ever happened. Nobody ever knew it because they were just killed by white people, and like people just went on living. And I told them they had a sign that said, "How many people were not on film when they died?" And so I told this lady. So I felt like it. This lady, I said, I had two cousins who were killed by white people, and nothing ever happened because nobody filmed it on their cell phone. And so I don't know if I answered that question, but
No, you did a great job. Thank you
yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Is there any questions you have for me or
Yeah, I do.
anything?
So tell me about the project and how did you get involved in it, and what happens next? Oh, wait a minute, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You're frozen. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay, I can hear you. Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I can hear you. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. I got involved because my mom, I'm not sure how she found out. I think she had a conversation with Miss Rita Jane a couple
Yeah,
months back.
yeah.
And since it was just now being started, she brought it to me and asked me if I wanted to do it. And of course, I said, sure, yeah. I thought it was a good opportunity, especially like during now. I feel like times are hard. So I definitely was open to it. And although I am unsure of what will happen next, I'm sure that Miss Rita Jane is going to reach out to the both of us because I haven't even heard myself on what's going to happen next, but
Okay.
we shall see what happens.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you so much for volunteering your time to be here with me today. It means so much to me, and I really enjoyed our conversation today.
Yeah. And so how many more people do you have to do?
Um, I think I have like three more people to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm not exactly sure how many more volunteers we had, so it kind of depends on that.
Yeah. 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 Well, okay. I enjoyed the time, the questions, and if you have more questions or you need people to, say more stuff, or just let me know.
Thank you so much. Yes, will do.
Okay. Okay.
Have a
And
good day.
enjoy the rest of your weird snow day.
Thank you so much.
'Cause
I will try.
there isn't that much snow out there, but
I know, right?
yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. So, sometimes they say, oh, it's going to be a whole bunch of snow, a whole bunch of snow, and it's only a little bit of snow. And then sometimes they don't say anything and it's a whole bunch of snow.
Yeah, they can never
Yeah.
get it right, can they?
Yeah. Yeah. And I like your name. When I saw your name, I know you from the church, but I didn't know your name was a flower. So I Googled it and I said,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, it is a flower.
Do you have a nickname?